Good morning and happy hump day, folks. So, the other day I actually made a video making a certain prediction about something. But I do believe it now. I would like to amend that. Because I just stumbled upon a revelation. Before I get into that though, let's get to my low and my high. I would say that my low was, it's been cold out lately. Like, seriously, I didn't think this would happen, but like the last couple of days, I've actually been drinking a mug's worth of like very hot broth. Like, just because. Just to warm me up. We're literally over a third of the way into Pride Month. Like, I shouldn't be feeling cold right now. I should be feeling the opposite of cold. I should be feeling warm. So the fact I had to resort to drinking broth, not the greatest. My high is I got to see my nephews yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Got to play with them. They love playing in the sandbox that my parents got them. They love riding on their little toy trikes and playing with their toys, and so that was a lot of fun. Gotta watch them. You gotta be careful though, because they're at that age now where, you know, they're roughhousing and they don't quite know the difference yet between, you know, what's too far and what isn't. But I mean, again, the twins are 4, one's 2. They'll learn over time. So yeah, it was a lot of fun seeing my nephews again. And my act of kindness was not only did I help my mom watch my nephews, but I also took out their garbage, emptied the dehumidifier, and emptied and filled the dishwasher. So I did several acts of kindness yesterday. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes it feels pretty good when I do that. So, the other day I actually made a prediction in regards to what Chuggaaconroy's next Let's Play is going to be. If you already know, Chuggaaconroy is the person on YouTube that I have watched the most in my entire life. I've been watching him since August of 2009 when he began his Fire Red Let's Play. And I mean, I'm a Pokemon fan. I'm a Nintendo fan in general. He's a Nintendo fan in general. It only made sense to start watching him as much as I have been. And I've been watching him ever since. I mean, honestly, when I think about it, the only Let's Plays I never really watched all the way through were the Animal Crossing ones. But that's it. I've watched everything else. I've even been watching some of his remakes. Well, I say some, he's only done 2 remakes so far. He remade Earthbound, which was actually the very first game he ever did on his channel. And Paper Mario, which is another one of the earliest Let's Plays he ever did on the channel. Which leads me to what I want to talk about today. Because back in 2000, what year was it? 2007, 2008? I don't know, whatever year it came out. We got the sequel to Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door. It's not only hailed as the best Paper Mario game, it's also probably one of the best games to ever come out of the Nintendo GameCube. You know, very popular. Lots of people love the story. Lots of people love the characters in it. There's lots to like in that game, and I can definitely see why. Naturally, at some point, Chuggaaconroy did play that game, you know, years ago. And, you know, just like the first Paper Mario game he did, a lot of people really liked it. Believe it or not, though, not long ago, Nintendo remade Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door for the Nintendo Switch. And I have been seeing videos of this game pop up constantly. Like, I knew this game had a huge following, but I severely underestimated just how much of a following it has. I mean, they're like, I mean, I've seen videos for like tutorials just alone of like just getting to like the first, 20 minutes of the game and such. It's unbelievable. I mean, I've heard like the music's been updated. There was one post I did see where like for the most part, 99.9% of like the music in that game has been upgraded to positive effect. From what I hear, the one aspect of the music that falls a little bit flat is Rogue Town itself, or is it Rogue Port? Basically, there's a trumpet playing in the background, and this one person didn't really like it. Other than that, though, I've heard nothing but phenomenal reviews for this remake. Which leads me to today. Now, the other day, I made a very bold prediction that Chuggaaconroy was either going to do Breath of the Wild, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, or he was going to do Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Both games, have been out long enough where Chugga really could do an effective Let's Play on it. However, there have been cases in regards to, because he did Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, because he was going to do, Red Rescue Team and Blue Rescue Team, but when they remade those games for the Nintendo Switch, he did that game instead, the Nintendo Switch version. Which leads me to the conclusion that Chuggaaconroy is going to remake Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door. I mean, why wouldn't he? It makes the most sense to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still think that Breath of the Wild or Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is more likely to be the answer than this remake, especially since it just came out. But I wouldn't put it past Cherry. I mean, listen, Chuggaaconroy, this is one of the many reasons why I've always gravitated towards Chuggaaconroy. Because when he wants to accomplish something, he is going to damn well do it. In fact, I mean, this is the guy who actually caught Groudon in a nest ball in his Let's Play of Emerald. This is the guy who quite literally during his playthrough of Majora's Mask found like some spare time to just to point the camera up at the moon. Was like, hey, what's going on? How you doing up there? Like, that's exactly the kind of person Chuggaaconroy is. And I've always found him fascinating for him. So, by the way, this is the same guy who in his Crystal Let's Play, not only did he find a Phanpy, he found a shiny coffin. A shiny coffin. I mean, again, Chuggaaconroy says he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. So, the only thing that keeps you from straight up outright saying, Thousand Year Door is going to be the next Let's Play for sure is, again, the game only just came out a couple months ago, if that. I mean, I think I would presume by now he's probably finished through the game because he's played through he's played through the old game so many times at this point. He probably knows he probably would know the remake just by muscle memory alone. I mean, from what I've seen, the gameplay is the same. There's some platforming. It's an RPG turn-based style game, and some of the elements are there. Really, the only thing that's changed is they updated some of the graphics. Everything looks more polished, I guess. And I mentioned the whole thing with the music earlier. But for the most part, I would not be surprised if Chuggaaconroy has beaten the remake once already. In fact, I dare say he's probably beaten through it twice. I mean, at this moment in time, we don't know. But it would not surprise me if he did. I mean, I remember when it was announced that they were going to remake Thousand Year Door. Because every once in a while, Nintendo has these like big like conventions talking about their the new stuff that's going to be coming out later in the year or quite possibly next year. And he was basically doing a live reaction with Nintendo Capri Sun, another one of the Runaway guys. And you know, they're watching the events, they're watching everything take place. And remember how I mentioned that Chuggaaconroy got a Fampy? Or the fact that he got Groudon in the nest ball? Chuggaaconroy has a very loud, very high-pitched and distinctive yell. So, when it was announced that they were going to remake Thousand Year Door, like, if you were stupid enough to be wearing headphones watching this live reaction of Chuggaaconroy, seeing the fact that they were going to remake Thousand Year Door, I hope you're still able to hear. Because that is a yell I am never going to forget. Like, I never checked it, but I wouldn't be surprised if that reaction went viral. And I can totally see it going viral. So, yeah. I can totally see a scenario where Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door remake, will be Chuggaaconroy's next Let's Play. I mean, well, here's the thing. One of the reasons why Chuggaaconroy did have that reaction I just mentioned was because after Super Paper Mario games have been kind of, well, I'm just going to say it, they've been bad. Like, I think Paper Mario at this point was like a dying art. This is basically Nintendo's way of revitalizing the franchise. The problem is, where do you go from here? I mean, Sticker Star was bad. I haven't heard the greatest about Origami Princess. I think there was like a Color Rush game or something like that. The only game that might have been interesting was that one crossover between Mario and Luigi and Paper Mario, because it has been established that they're both separate universes. So, we'll see. We'll see where Paper Mario goes from there. I mean, again, there is still a wild possibility that I am horribly wrong in regards to what Chuggaaconroy's next Let's Play is. It's like I said the other day. You know, I thought Chuggaaconroy was going to do Breath of the Wild. He's not going to do I thought he was going to do Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I mean, again, I don't want to go into another tangent about why I think you should do Twilight Princess, but I still think you should do Twilight Princess, but I know for a fact that's not going to be happening. But, just like I said, listen, yeah, I'll say that for the end. Point is, I think Chuggaaconroy might actually do the remake of Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Although, speaking as a fan of Chuggaaconroy's work, and speaking for how excited everyone is for whatever game Chuggaaconroy is doing next, the only thing I can say left is, Emil, buddy, please stop keeping us in suspense. I don't think it's been quite that long, but it feels a lot longer than it has been since we've heard you do anything, something. Please, we can't take any more of this shtick. Quit keeping us in suspense. My heart can take it no more. Please, I must know. Watch. I bet like that's gonna somehow catch Chuggaaconroy's eye and he'll put that in his video of whatever the next Let's Play is gonna be. I mean, I'd be flattered if he did, but it would surprise. I'll tell you what. Much like when I said in regards to when if Chuggaaconroy ever does Twilight Princess, if that actually does happen, nobody, and I do mean nobody, is going to be more surprised or happy than I will. But we're still going to have to wait. And yeah, I guess the only thing you can do right now is wait. I mean, I wish I had my computer out because I'd be able to tell you when the final Black 2 video was released. Final Black 2 and White 2, I mean. Technically he was playing White 2. Man, it's been a long time since, it feels like it's been long. It feels like it's been, well, here's the thing. If Chuggaaconroy was going to make an announcement, I know for a fact he'd make the announcement soon to the point where, because one thing that just dawned on me, whenever the first episode of his new Let's Play, of whatever it is, premiered, it was always on a Friday. Today is Wednesday. It is quite possible that if Chuggaaconroy were to announce the Let's Play today, he could have episode 1 ready by Friday. Then again, for all I know, he probably hasn't recorded a single video yet, so it'll probably be even longer before we get any news on what Chuggaaconroy's next play is going to be. Which, knowing him, he probably has like several videos out and about done. So, it's just a matter of waiting for what's next. I hope you all like this video. If you like to subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very home this video for all you guys watching. Enjoy video. Play a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. And remember, if you want to talk channel this video, I'll be back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.